Okay, come on. Do screen capture. There we go. I don't know why it ended, but yeah, very strong winds in this area. So this is terminal Doppler that I'm using. Nothing indicating a tornado yet. Not seeing any like browns touching greens or red touching green, so that's good. Like, I mean, when I say red, like this, or like, I'm not seeing anything significant on this side. When I say red, they don't mean like this, they mean like towards this side. I'm not seeing any significant rotation as of yet. Okay, so, but you are getting southerly winds in New York. Let's look at the winds here. Yeah, their winds are coming from the southwest. This storm is coming from due west, so there's definitely some shear. There's definitely some wind shear. And they did put a 5% tornado risk for today. And you could see the general movement of this storm. Look, they just updated the warning. They just updated it. They like basically cropped a part of it out. Yes, I knew it. 70 mile an hour per wind gusts. They finally did it. Let's see. And they said right or indicated. I mean, I was tweeting to them for a while about these winds. I'm like 75, 75, 75. In fact, I'm going to show you my Twitter. Yeah, see, I tweeted to Mount Holly about 11 minutes ago, and they just literally updated the warning now. Hold on. I'm going to have to stop streaming for just a second because I'm going to go on Facebook and I'm going to tweet to my group, and I don't want them to, you know. Ableist mom interrupted my live stream. She always does that kind of shit. So during the pandemic, my mom asked to save asked me to give her $2,000 for quote unquote safekeeping in cash. I did. I gave her $2,000. She said, "Oh, I'm gonna use it for your like self-direction for your on-campus housing and tuition." And I didn't want to give it to her, and it took the entire family, like it took my grandma, my grandpa, and other family members to trust my mom. And I told them, you'll see, I'm going to regret it. And when I needed the money, I even worked while I was on campus to pay off the tuition because I didn't think my mom was going to follow through. So she told me, don't work, don't work. I'm like, no, you know what? I will, because I don't trust you. And I, have a lot of debt. And she said, oh, self-direction will take care of it. I'm like, no, it won't. It's taking too long. And so on days I wouldn't work, I would, go to school. I was working in New York City. I was commuting back and forth. And then the 2,000 that I gave her, and I found out that I was now in debt. Not in debt. I was in a situation where, because I was registered for a full-time regimen of classes I didn't need, my mom told me, hey, why don't you drop the courses? I don't know why my family always tries to undermine me and then claim that when things go just as I expect, they blame me, saying, no, you made this happen. When I clearly was repeating myself that this is going to happen because you're doing this. This is going to happen because you're doing this. This will lead to this. It's not, I realized later that they were just gaslighting me. And I was constantly proving their gaslights wrong. And it made them so pissed off. And the fact that I was recording them to hold them accountable, like I would even recall where they promised me something and then they're like, I never said that. So I played back the recording and they were so pissed. They were like, oh, because you recorded me, now I'm not going to do it. Like, they actually did that. And so it's like, I'm sorry. My mom interrupting my live stream it set me off. I told her, motioned to her that I'm doing a live stream, and I told her, I mouthed my lip, I'm doing a live stream, and she started basically raising her voice at me. I'm gonna delete this part. This was